everybody, and welcome today. My name is Ana-La-Rai, and my company is Sparkles of Love. And today I have a message coming through from a collective that we call First Light, and they're going to talk a little bit about joy. So let me just go in and see what they have to say. Beloved ones, we are First Light, and it is our pleasure to be present with you this day. What we wish to speak to you about is what you call joy. And joy is an enigma for many of you. It is something that is not easily understood. Joy is different than happiness. And Analarai likes to say that joy is like happiness on steroids. But to us, joy is very important in the human experience, and especially now for humanity. And we just want to share a little bit more about what joy really is and the importance of it. So we want you to take a moment and think back the last time in your life that you experienced joy. Or have you ever experienced joy? Yes, most of you, or we would say almost all of you, have experienced some form of happiness this lifetime, sometimes for months, sometimes for minutes. But you know what happiness is and how it feels like in your body. But close your eyes for a minute and remember the last time you experienced true joy. And what we want to share with you is what joy is. Joy is so important for a couple of reasons. Actual joy is what you call contagious. So when you move into the vibrations of joy, it ripples out to those around you, assisting them and allowing their vibration to increase in those moments. But joy is an experience of the divine. It is that physical experience of that divine source energy. So when you really move into that space of joy, you're moving into a space of source energy. You are moving into that experience of divine energy in a physical form. And as we said, it is contagious, so it spreads to those around you. So you don't need to be doing something to create the joy. Many of you do. Joy comes maybe from playing with your grandchildren, or being in a beautiful place, or seeing a sunset, or maybe those are just experiences of happiness for you. Joy comes in all kinds of ways, and there is no limitation to when or how you can experience joy. But it isn't something you have to work towards. You can just begin to experience that vibration of joy. And it is like this explosion of happiness within you. You feel it on a physical and emotional and spiritual level. And of course, on the spiritual levels, beloved ones, what happens is it reminds you of who you are, because in essence, you are coming closer and closer to your original self as you move into the vibrations of joy. And yes, you can look for things in your life that make you feel joyful. And sometimes that is a good way to start the process. But as you begin to embody more joy, or to be able to call on it more regularly, or experience that divine energy, that source energy, that joy more readily, then it comes easier. It is a little bit like the more you practice, the easier it gets. As so with so many things, it is also true with the experience of joy. And so we invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And we are going to do a small download for you on the vibration of joy. And some of you will experience it today, and some of you are not ready to let yourself feel worthy enough to have this. And that is a whole other matter. But all of you will be receiving it whether you have an experience of it or not. So eyes closed. And we ask you to place your hand over your heart and feel now as we begin to download this vibration of joy to you and through Ana-La-Rai, and just receive. And each of you may experience it differently. For Analarai, it always shows up as this big smile on her face as part of the experience. But for others, it is a very quiet internal experience. And for others, they like to jump around when joy arrives. And others dance and sing. And just allow yourselves to expand with this beautiful source energy, with this experience of the divine, of this energy of joy. And next time that you experience joy in your human life, as you grab that moment, feel it. And if you can, take a moment and allow it to expand around you. Allow it to be contagious for others to experience it as well. For joy is truly a gift to each of you from Source. We are first light, and we offer you joyful blessings of love. Thanks, everybody. Have a joyful day. Bye.